Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Riley Tucker. I'm a student at Early College of Forsyth Tech, and today I'd like to talk to you all about gun safety. So, first part of gun safety is the definition of a firearm. So, according to dictionary.com, the definition of a firearm is small arms weapon such as rifle or pistol from which a projectile is fired by gunpowder. Some people call such tools as guns or firearms, and both of these are correct. Some people prefer to carry their weapons concealed, and for this, you would need to attain a CCW. A CCW is a concealed carry weapon, which by law you are required to take a class and get certified to legally conceal carry a firearm. First step is knowing and understand the laws against firearms in the state that you are resident in. Also, be aware that some firearms are legal in one state, but not legal in another state. I'm currently a resident of North Carolina, so some firearm related laws in my state are the following. You can open carry without a permit. You have to be an NC resident to purchase a handgun in North Carolina.
I own guns that no one's taken away.
Firearms are prohibited on school campus unless you have a CCW, and firearms are locked away in the glove box, trunk, or any lockable box inside your car. 30 states in the United States honor the NC permit for firearms, and NC honors all states with a firearm permit. As of November 19, 2019, there's over 604,700 current CCW permit holders in North Carolina. Some states that do not honor our NC firearm permit. If you own a firearm and live in the residence with under 18 children, then you should keep your firearms out of a child's reach or even locked up. This means that you shouldn't leave your pistol sitting on the counter where a child could walk up and pick the gun up and possibly hurt themselves. Also, proper training should be a firearm. For example, to get a CCW, you have to go through and pass a class, or for hunting, you have to go through a hunter safety class. I personally think that all citizens should be required to go through a class on how to own and operate a firearm, so less accidents happen that were caused by neglect of your firearm or improper use. If you're a regular citizen that does not have your CCW, you may carry your firearm with you openly in the state of North Carolina without a special permit or license. This is known as open carry, and if you open carry, your clothing may not cover your weapon. You may not carry in off-limit places that restrict carrying a firearm, or on private property or government buildings. You may carry in national parks and state parks, private property with permission, and any business that allows firearms on the property. To purchase a handgun in North Carolina, you have to obtain a pistol purchase permit from your county sheriff's office and can purchase a handgun when you're 18 years old from a private seller who does not have an FFL, which is a federal firearms license, or be 21 years old and purchase a handgun from an FFL dealer. In North Carolina, you only have to be 18 to purchase long guns and shotguns, but there are certain weapons that the public is not allowed to own. Such firearms include fully automatic weapons or converting weapons into fully automatic. Fully automatic weapons are classified as more than one bullet being fired per one trigger pull, so semi-automatic weapons are legal. Other weapons include Teflon-coated bullets, which are bullets that have a coating to add less wear on the inside of your barrel and make the bullet more armor-piercing. Some other weapons that you cannot own are sawed-off shotguns, weapons with suppressors, like this firearm. It's rockets, grenades, IEDs, or any other explosives. The next section is about proper maintenance and upkeep of owning a firearm. When owning and using such firearms regularly, cleaning all moving parts is essential to keep the tool as functional as possible. In cases like hunting or regular range use, the gun or guns should be cleaned well after every use to prevent the buildup of residue from the projectiles. Also, if you keep your firearms clean, then in the case that you would ever need to use them to protect you or your family and friends, then they would be fully operational and ready to stop a possible deadly situation. The last segment of this video will be an interview of one of the Kernersville Police Department officers, Officer J.D. Sarin. Here are some of the questions I asked him. First question, how do you feel that background checks keep firearms out of the hands of criminals? His response was, background checks work on the initial level with accountability, but on the second market, after they've already been bought once, there's no proof of who owns it, so it's not as effective. The second question I ask is, how do you feel about open carry and long guns? His response was, he understands why they would, but unless it's just for transportation, there's no practical need for one. It's just mostly for publicity and making other people mad. I feel that all schools should have an SRO officer come in for the first 2 weeks of 9th grade year just to inform students on how to properly obtain and own a firearm, so future incidents such as not knowing how to use one and hurting yourself or not knowing what you're doing will be prevented.